Welcome back to Tomb and Tomb Cryptmaster. This is the final episode. We have one crypt left to plunder for the end of the game. So let's get right into it. It's a 5-card crypt. And we're going to conclude today and see what our final score is. So well, first of all, we have to survive this crypt. We may be running back to the end to get some more characters. All right, let's get set up and get into that crypt. Okay, so here we are in the crypt. The first thing we have to deal with is a trap. And this trap is the spear gauntlet. Looks lovely. This person here in the picture obviously didn't get past it. Let's see if we can. We need to use one character only, and it is a disarm. It is a skill check. So obviously we're going to use our fighter rogue that has the most skill. He is going to be using 6 blue dice. He gets 2 for his card, 2 for the bow, 2 here, 6 blue dice, 2 green dice. It looks like he needs 3 successes, so not guaranteed. And he gets 1, 2, he just gets 3 successes, exactly what he needed. So he avoids being skewered by the spear gauntlet. Alright, it's not a very powerful trap, and it's only worth 2 experience points. However, it's all going to add up at the end of the game, and we shall see what's going on. All right, first thing, we have 2 monsters, and they get revealed simultaneously. So the first monster we have is the Stoneblight Cyclops. And yeah, he's a pretty tough looking guy. He's a lot of attack dice. And it says, when revealed, which kind of is right now, make a holiness roll for Stoneblight Cyclops, target number of 3. So he has 5 holiness dice. And let's see what he gets. He gets 1, 2, 3 successes. And I believe that's good for us. Because it says, if successful, discard Stoneblight Cyclops and give all of the treasures in the crypt, if any, to the raiding party. So he just goes away. So he's discarded. So we're not going to add him to our collection of XP. And all of the treasures are just distributed immediately to our party members, and we have 2 of them. We have the Blessed Sash, and the Blessed Sash says this character has 5 blue holiness and is a cleric in addition to any other classes it already is. So you know what, we're just going to give that to our cleric fighter, giving her a ton of holiness dice, which is, you know, pretty good. All right. And the other treasure we have is the Bracers of Defense. Again, really just, I love the artwork in this entire game. Anyway, this gives someone plus 3 hit points. So let's give that to our fighter cleric, giving plus 3 hit points. So it's a shield. So he's a bow and a shield. You can never have 2 of the named items at once. So our wizard here has an armor and a shield. She couldn't use that shield. And our other cleric fighter also has a shield. Couldn't use it. All right, we have 1 monster left. 1 card left. It's the end of the game. Can we deal with whatever this is? And it is a lovely bunch of sturges. Anyone play Dungeons & Dragons knows all about these little blood-sucking giant mosquitoes. They're annoying, but they're not too terrible. And it says, when revealed, which would be right now, sturges roll an attack against every character in every party in the tomb. So we've disturbed the nest. They have 3 blue attack dice. So let's do it right now. We'll start up here against Volda. 2 hits. However, as a react for shield, before this character is wounded, negate 2 wounds. So she negates it using her shield. Our wizard, however, only has, our cleric fighter, sorry, only has 3 hit points. And the sturges, well, don't do any damage to him. Next, we have our fighter rogue, who now has 6 hit points and 1 damage on our fighter rogue from the sturges. Okay, so 1 of 6, and our wizard has 7 hit points. The sturges are going to give her 2 hit points of damage. So again, nothing too critical for anybody, and that is when revealed. So, but now we have some start or before combat effects, and one of them is the composite bow. Before a combat round, which would be right now, roll a skill. So for skill, he has, I believe it is 6 blue dice, and he has 2 green dice. And the Sturges only have 1 hit point, so I think he's going to knock them out of the air. Is he going to get 1 success on all these? Let's find out. He gets 1, and the hidden one is also successful. All right. Experience points 3. This gets added to the stash. And now we have some wounds, but we're just going to head right back to the inn. That's the end of the game. We have cleared out every crypt. All right, let's go back to the end. Well, here we are back at the tavern, having successfully cleaned out the entire Golden Axe catacombs. And it's time for the final tally. And when I add everything together, this is all of the traps and monsters we defeated in the dungeon. We also get, as per the rules, +5 for every surviving, or for every character we did not use, which was 6 of them. So that gives us 30 points. And I believe Ravenwild was with us the entire game. All right. So the total tally came to 144 points for the solitaire game. That is quite good. Let's have a look at the chart here. According to this chart, we are at 101 experience points or more. We're a power gamer. Yeah, okay. I think we're more the hammer and axe gamer. I think they really gave us a boost up during this playthrough. All right, I'm glad you watched through. If you did, I hope you liked it. Obviously, there was a lot of things that did not really work very well in the solitaire game, because a lot of this game has to do with player interaction, and when there's only one player, there's no one else to interact with. So a lot of cards and a lot of abilities on character skills and things that really need to be played with more than one player. I think it's a pretty good multiplayer game once you get the timing down on cards and effects. There's a little bit of confusion, but over at Board Game Geek there are some fantastic player aids that really lay out when things can and cannot be played and how things work, because the rule books can be a little bit confusing. Okay, well, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and thanks for liking my videos. If you do, I will be, of course, doing another board game playthrough probably within another week or a couple of weeks at the latest. And I think I'm going to be doing Ancient Terrible Things next. All right, thanks for watching. Join me next time for another series.